Hello everyone, I am Ira Khan and I am Data Science and Business Analytics Intern at the Sparks Foundation Graduate Rotational Internship Program from the batch December 21. Okay, so what we are going to do today we are going to do the exploratory data analysis of the iris flower data set. Now you can see here there are 4 classes in which these species are divided, so you can clearly observe that it is a classification problem. Okay, so there are a few steps that are included in the process of analysis: importing the dataset, importing module, reading the dataset, and all. I will go and discuss all the steps one by one. Okay, importing the dataset. Here I have used Google Colab as my tool IDE to import my files from the CSV. Like this file is in the form of CSV comma separated values. It is very easy. Next is importing modules. Now there are a few libraries that I have used: NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib.pyplot, and Seaborn. They all perform different functions. NumPy is used to read the data which is in the form of array. Pandas here I have used to read our code. Third is Matplotlib, which is used for making graphs, and other which was Seaborn is also used for making graphs now, but Seaborn gives better analysis or visualization during graphing. Next step is reading the dataset using pd.read code. Here I have used this code for the purpose of reading, and then head is used for displaying of the top rows of the dataset with their columns. So there are 5 rows which are shown here along with the columns including the species. Then comes shape. Now here we are getting like brief insight of what our data is about. Okay, then shape gives us the size of the data, like how many rows and columns it contains. Then I have used di.describe. Now it is used to display the statistical values of the data set. Now if you are familiar with the basic statistics, you may know that getting the value of mean, interquartile ranges, first and third quartile ranges, then median, and standard deviation, they are very important to get the insight of the data using graphs. So it is like a very important step. Next is di.drop. Now here I have a very simplified data set, so there is no need to drop data values, but in case of data which is like not so properly properly arranged, so there we use drop columns, but here we have simplified data form as I have said, so there is no need to drop a lot of values. Here I've used dropped ID because you would see, like when we will do analysis using graphs, you will see that there is no use of ID, so it is dropped here. Then info, which gives us the type of the data sets, like different values or variables which are provided here. All of them are in the form of float. Okay. Next is value counts, which is used to get the number of counts of unique values using this. Now it gives the count of all the 3 species that are available: Virginica, Versicolor, and Tetosa. All are in 50 and clearly suggests that there are 150 values which are present in our data set. Then comes pre-processing the data set. Here I am using this code or function just to get the value of just to show how many number of missing values are in the data set clearly, which are not present here, which are 0 here, as you can see, but just a step. Then comes the most crucial part: exploratory data analysis. Okay, so here are histograms that we study in the statistics, as I had told, that all the values of mean, mode and median and both the quadile ranges first and third are used to get the insides of the graph. So here you can easily analyze how our graph is and then read our graph, and yes, so I have used this function to get the value. Now KDE is a density function, so you may know I have used it as I have kept it null false because I want my graph to be very clear. Let's say, let me show you, if I delete it, how does it impact my performance. Okay. Which it's taking time. Okay. SLS is not defined. It is defined here. Okay, I would have to reload my data set. Okay, then here is the value of here is a graph representing sepal width. Okay, so here it is. You can easily see that. You can easily get an idea of how our sepal width is distributed. Okay, maximum is at 3 centimeter. So it is just to get an idea. Now in the case of petal length, you can easily observe that there are the most number of petals there are mostly 50 petals which are in the range of 1 to 2 centimeter. Okay, similarly petal width and all. Scatter plot is used to give the graph visualization in 2D form. Here I have used sepal length and petal length, and yes, so similarly I can make for C2 combinations, which is 6. So there can be 6 graphs which can be made to show how scattering is done in 2D. Okay, next comes this Facet grid function. Now why it is used? It is used to get the values, get the representation of all the species at one time. So here I have used add legend as. Now what is legend? Legend is this, which shows the assignment of different colors to different species. Iris cetosica as blue and versicolor as orange and virginica as green. Okay, then comes see, so it gives a sense of how my data is distributed. Okay, which is quite segmented here. Okay, next is model training. Model training is used to get the accuracy using Decision Tree Classifier. Here I have used now it includes various steps. Okay, train, test, split. Now splitting is done to get the to split the data set. Last step is model training. Here I have used Decision Tree Classifier to get the accuracy of my model. Okay, so here I have imported train, test, split to get the ratio of how my data is distributed in the train test size, and then here I have kept its test size as 0.3, which means there is 30% of test data and remaining 70% is train data. Then final is model fitting is done using this code, and then finally I am printing to get the accuracy. Now here it is noted that have got 100% accuracy, which we generally don't get, because earlier when I performed the same task, I got accuracy of about 95%, but then I rerun the program and after doing all the iterations, I got 100%. So it is not possible, possible, but really got in the data set which are present in the present usually. Okay, so this is from my side. Thank you so much.